Hello, this is Arthur again, and today I have a 2021 BMW 540i with 64,000 miles. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please consider subscribing. I have a lot of videos of interesting cars and some interesting repairs. As far as this car goes, this car was towed in here because it lost drive. It was actually at the BMW dealership before here, and they diagnosed it as a bad differential. Now, I've had to do another repair on one of these cars before, and it did actually end up being the differential that was being damaged inside. And these diffs on these models, 540s, they tend to fail in a few different ways, and this one, but the result is the same. Basically, they don't drive in the end. So we're gonna check this one out and see what failed on this one, and we're gonna fix it in this video. So let's go ahead and check it out. So whenever the car is on, the drive shaft will free spin and nothing will happen at the diff output shafts. Nothing will be turning. So either this flange itself, the teeth inside have worn out, or something inside the diff has broken. What I'm going to try to do is remove this fuel plug and put a borescope camera in there and see if I can see any damage inside the diff. All right. Here's inside the diff. It's kind of hard to see any damage, if there is any damage or no. I think everything looks okay, other than there's possibly some metal shavings which would indicate the damage, but it's hard to tell if it's metal shavings or this is just the finish on the shaft. Kind of looks like metal shavings to me. I'm going to remove the diff and we'll see. Yep. Yep. Okay, so here's the diff out, and right away you can tell there's something wrong right here. So on this one, I'm pretty sure it's the flange that is worn. The diff most likely is okay. My previous car I had, they had the same issue. It was actually the diff. You could hear all kinds of stuff inside the diff. This one is just a flange, which is kind of good and bad. It might be worn inside the flange, but it also might be worn on the gear on the diff. Either way, I do have a replacement diff from a lower mileage car that is going to go in there, but this one for sure is bad. There's nothing happening in there. I'm gonna try to stick a camera in there and look at it, see if I can see anything. Here, looking inside the diff, if I turn this, see nothing is happening at all. So this is the flange on this one for sure. Here I have the new diff, new guibo as the old one was cracked, and some fluid for it. I did drain the old diff and fluid actually is clean. I don't think there is an issue with the diff itself. This one feels good, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this one on. I'm gonna put the guibo on first, and then I'll put it in the car. That way it's easier to put it in. It's really cracked. Okay, the old diff is empty, which is good. Don't have to suction the fluid out of it once it's in the car. Take these out.
So the differential is back in the car. I did have to disengage the parking brake and push the car forward a little bit so these bolts
can go in this guibo and tighten them. As far as these axles go, they are actually pretty easy to put in. What I usually do is I'll take 2 pry bars and gently push over here. You can't push too hard on this rubber because you can actually damage it, but if you go very lightly and evenly press, it pops right in super easy on both sides. And the driver's side is even easier because this brace over here is kind of closer, so you can actually get more leverage towards it. But on this side I had to put a piece of wood and then I just pushed from it. Now next I'm just going to put everything back in and then put in oil in the diff, and then that should be it pretty much. I hope this video was helpful to you. I did add the fluid. I'm going to test drive it in a little bit. I don't expect any problems from it. So one point to make out of this, that sometimes the flange fails, sometimes internals of a differential fails, as I've seen it before happen on these models. However, one thing is for sure that BMW doesn't sell the flange separately. If you want to buy a flange, you have to buy either aftermarket one or a used one, which you can. But and also another thing to consider is once you have the diff out, if you don't know for sure what was the problem previously, then you have to wait for the diff to come and stuff when you buy it. So it's kind of good idea to have a diff already. Once you pull it out, you can just pop a new one back in there, and then you can deal with the old one if you want to sell it or if you want to toss it or keep it, just in case in the future this happens again. You can just swap the flange from a used one or something. I wouldn't recommend a used one, but it's the price that these diffs come. They're about $4,000 new from a BMW. They're pretty expensive. Used ones are actually pretty expensive too, because a lot of people want these, they buy them, so they are fairly expensive. Anyway, hopefully you like this video. Please comment, like, and subscribe. There are more videos to come. Thank you.